What's up, world? Hey. We're so excited. It's been a little while since we've been with you. We are still here. Sace still sends me 50 articles a day.
Doesn't matter.
About bullshit.
Doesn't matter.
And we talk about it.
I don't care.
And it's great.
Gonna keep doing it. So
we're still here because we want to discuss all the craziness of the world with you.
And I'm gonna keep sending her all the rappers. All of them.
That I don't want to hear. She sends me some bullshit and I'll be like, don't send me that bullshit no more, because you know I'm going to talk not so great about them. Like it amps up my petty. But anyway, this is the Sace and Soulfly show. I'm your girl, Mocha Soulfly.
And as always, it's Big Daddy. Your Big Daddy, your favorite Big Daddy. Say, sir. I'll say it's Cassion. We in the building. Got our brother Caution on the background.
Mr. 700 himself.
Yeah, getting it done. So we gonna hop right into it because y'all know we don't be having a whole bunch of time here. So we gonna hop right into this relationship shit.
Relationships.
So which way you want to go? Which way you want to start with this? Because we be doing the most at our dinners prior. So.
We did, but the first thing I would like to talk about is when we talk about love languages. This is something that Sace and I have discussed. So when we talk about love languages, every now and again, you are going to have a tiff, possibly an argument, a disagreement with your partner, your mate. How soon do you think it's necessary to learn or talk about what one's confrontational language looks like?
That's a rough one, because how soon will it take for you to get into a tiff? Because a tiff could just be like, again, the smallest yet biggest tiff. What you want to eat? Fuck, just answer. But you don't, because you don't know. And then I be like, I bet we're going to get seafood. Well, I don't want seafood. Well, what about Mexican? Well, I don't want Mexican. Well, what about some soul food? Well, I don't want that. Well, what the fuck Now I need to dial it back.
Yes,
because you've irritated me. So we got to figure out, what is that conversational style? Like, how do you talk to someone in their language in which they're going to understand it? So how soon do you think?
I think like as you are starting to date someone, which I understand most people do not have these really deep, drawn out conversations. I feel like I'm starting to these days for sure.
Right.
But that's just because I've been through some things and I don't want to waste time. So I have these types of conversations, like, there's something that I recommend, and I didn't bring them tonight, and I'm going to wait to see if they'll maybe give us some money before I mention them, so I may never mention their name.
Lord.
But these dating cards that I purchased, they're so great because they ask these very deep, in-depth questions, and you just take turns and ask each other these questions. But it's so good because you really get to learn someone. And I think, things like that, or having the conversation around when you are... when things get a little bit heated between you and your partner, what does that look like for you? Like, do you yell? Are you, are you normally calm and cool?
No.
Like, what's your communication style when things get a little heated? I think it's an important question to ask as soon as possible.
Well, as soon as possible doesn't happen in most situations, because I think what we're doing, we're responding in the real time. Yeah. So in that newness, that early phase, you're trying to save face. You know what I'm saying? So certain arguments, you don't want to let them get there, knowing that 6 months down the line, it can really get there. Yeah. But something else that I've also learned in just my healing journey and learning how to talk to people, how I would want to be responded to, is silence is also not the answer. And communicating that maybe my conversational style starts with, I don't want to talk right now. Can we come back to this? And really, don't say we're going to come back to it just to sweep it under the rug. We're going to come back to it later when cooler heads prevail. So I don't know. I think it should be sooner rather than later, but I think most people are operating in real time, and I
think so too. And I think it's, to me, when we talked about it the other day, it's a little difficult for me because I very, very, very rarely get into heated situations with people in general, with partners, I like to talk things through, and I'm normally talking in a voice just like this, which I understand can piss some people off, but generally, like when I feel people, well, and because I can cut pretty deep, and calmly. I can still be talking just that's
what I'm saying, calmly.
But you know, I don't do the yelling and the shouting and the arguing and the fussing and the fighting and all that. I don't do that. Like, I really, really value peace. And I think that's how I bring up the conversation. Yeah. I let people know very early in a situation, I really value peace. Yeah. And so as soon as I get energy from people that tells me that they are like naturally confrontational over bullshit, over nothing, or they like some people like chaos. They like the energy of As soon as I detect that, I'll be like, oh, we're not a match.
She's swiping in her mind. She just swiped you because you're not a match, and she's not going to call you back.
I don't have time to waste like that. So.
But that then brings up the next topic about gaslighting. You know, once you get deeper into that situation, like when we're talking about gaslighting, I feel like that word, just like narcissistic, manipulation,
overused,
toxic, everything is being overused without understanding
what
it means, and or are you exhibiting those behaviors yourself? So we went down a list. I came across this article, which I got to read, where it's saying they're giving you different phrases that tells you that you're gaslighting. The first one is you're crazy. No, not gaslighting you. When I told you was crazy, I'm talking about you personally.
But before we go down the list, let's just talk about that one just real quickly. Yeah. Because I do believe that some people can display actions. And I feel like we get to judge actions. Like you can't really judge what people say and all that type of stuff, right? But your actions, okay, I can now deliver a judgment for you. If you do some shit that the collective minds, I guess, maybe not even the collective, but the general reasonable mind would think it's crazy, and I say you crazy as fuck for doing that, then I feel like that's not gaslighting. Now, if you didn't actually do nothing, you just said something or thought something or whatever, and I say you're crazy, and I say it in a tone or a way that's like demeaning, then that probably counts.
I mean, but then they have other things. The best one was you're gaslighting me. so
as a term for gaslighting,
right? Like, so how am I supposed to let you know that you gaslighting me if I say you're gaslighting me? So is that for the gaslightee or the gaslighter?
That's good.
Like,
so I just made me do it. I definitely feel like any adult that's telling another adult that they made them do something, that's definitely some gaslighting shit. Like, take responsibility,
like
bro.
You made me mad.
Yeah, or you made me do XYZ, whatever it is. You made me stay out all night long.
I mean,
no, you made the choice to do that yourself, sir or ma'am.
And another one is, if you cared about me, you would. Is that not?
That's very manipulative. But
if you cared about me, you wouldn't have cheated on me. Is that gaslighting?
No, I don't think that is.
So I think it's how it's used, right?
For sure. Like if it's used in a ridiculous ass way.
Like if you cared about me, you would have got me those fucking Run the Jewel sneakers that dropped today that I missed out on because the bots. If you loved me.
I'm mad at Kasha because we don't have the headphones on, but as soon as she said that, he hit a button, and it's probably like burr, 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 burr.
Because if you cared about me, that's not gaslighting, that's truth. There's truth in that. You would have found a way for me to get those sneakers. Yes. But anyway, then that goes into an even deeper topic that we found was the gaslighting medically. How black women and black men, when we go to the doctor, my head hurt, my stomach hurts, my arm hurts, whatever. I just ain't feeling right.
Swept under the rug, like we're not actually having those feelings. And especially black women, whether it be in childbirth or otherwise, have died because they were basically ignored about their pain.
Yeah.
And so that is definitely a thing.
And it is going to things such as stress. Like, you're stressed, you're anxious about something, you're depressed. They never tell you change your foods. They never tell you, you know what?
Meditate.
Fuck it, I don't know.
Therapy.
They never give you various options. They always just give you the option of a pill. And then later on you find out this horrible diagnosis that they said, well, if you would have came to us 3 months ago. Like, that's fucked up. I did what I was supposed to do. I went to the doctor. I kept going, and so many people go to the doctor. They've gone to the ER. They've gone to the emergency care, whatever, urgent care, and you go through all these different channels just to be gaslit into thinking that you are crazy. Like, you have these phantoms.
Like it's all mental.
Mm-hmm. So how do we avoid even that?
I think it's a difficult thing. I think that we have to get into the state of mind, no matter how we're looked at, like, oh, here comes the angry black woman or angry black man. Fuck all that. Who gives a fuck? If I have to be angry when it comes to my health, then so be it.
Right.
And I think that is the state of mind that we have to approach things with. I think it's paramount, even though you brought this up earlier, that some black doctors do the same thing. But I do feel like I'm a huge proponent of more black people becoming doctors and any type of doctor, so that we can have more options, because sometimes you do tend to come across black practitioners who have been through the same thing that you've been through. They understand the shoes that you're walking in, so they do tend to be a lot more sympathetic to what you are actually saying. Not all of them, of course, but a lot more. So I think that is a big part of it as well.
Yeah, and I think they just we are afraid of testing, but the article itself, the article itself was speaking about heart disease in particular. That's saying that more and more women are, succumbing to heart disease, and it's because it was undetected. And they're saying that basically all of the doctors, they know how to diagnose it in men, because if you do a testing or a study, they call for men. They never call for women to go through this, and now this is increasing at a rate.
We are working and taking care of home and doing this and building businesses and doing that. And like I've been experiencing high blood pressure myself. People will look at me and be like, oh, you're small and this and the other. Well, part of it is hereditary, but part of it is just, a lifestyle that has a whole fucking lot going on with it. And so we have to do more and take more preventative measures, whether it be, again, making sure we check up on ourselves regularly, meditating, doing things to de-stress, making sure that we're taking time to balance our work lives with our social lives. All those things count. And
I would say the last two things is, number one, get a second opinion always. Amen. And number two, don't be afraid to check in with your friends. Like, check in, tap in, let us know, hey, I got this going on, because too often we see like, I didn't know. Had you just, bounce that idea, because we'll bounce business ideas off of each other all the time, but are we necessarily bouncing health ideas to make us healthier? Right. So that would be my situation.
Amen.
But I know that was a little bit too serious for you guys, so we're gonna
pause on the live, right?
Yeah, are we gonna tell them if they white they might?
Should we? Okay, we'll give y'all a little bit more.
We're just gonna give you just a ski tad of if they white they might, because I want to speak in particular about the woman who was charged. She got full fucking charges for sleeping with her dog, and not sleeping, like sleeping, sex sleeping. She doing too much with camera. The dog on the camera.
Now, and I know that there have been instances, and I'm not going to even tell you how I know this. It was gross, and it was by someone who should not have even showed me that. But many, many, many years ago, I remember being shown a video where a girl was like doing something with a horse.
Yeah, we know.
So I know that these things occur.
But why?
I'm actually curious though as to what happened to where it became so public that she ended up being charge for it now. And of course, there's always a question of why you're sleeping with animals.
I didn't question,
but I didn't want to bring that one up. I feel like that's a given. Like that's something that you should not do as a human, is have sex with an animal.
Like what made you was sitting there,
or with a non-human animal?
Your dog needed to go for a walk. Like, your dog needed to go for a walk. Your dog wanted to be let out of the cage, and you said, "I let you out if." Like, what's going on in the minds of some of our non-melanated humans?
Yikes!
And dear black people, don't y'all let no article pop up where I see that you was with them goddamn pit bulls. Don't you do it. Them French bullies and whatever the fuck they called.
Oh my God. Please don't do it.
Please don't do it, because y'all know I will report the shit back to you. Also, let's get it. We got...
Who we gonna talk about next?
White people descending this shit that think that 12-year-olds can marry and the Dalai Lama.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about both of these real quick because
want to just lick on the children.
Okay, so first of all, I think what is most interesting to me, all of it is disgusting, but what's most interesting to me is how heavy his people are doing this campaign to say that it's cultural. Okay. You don't understand our culture. Okay. Motherfucker, if your culture is grown men telling little boys to suck their tongue, and they do it in public.
Did the little boy do it?
He did it. This is all I'm saying.
I think he like at the end. So it was like a give me a kiss, like, and I'm just kind of paraphrasing, like, give me a kiss on the cheek. Then it was on the lips or something.
Yeah, he kissed him on the lips, and then he said, "Suck my tongue." And the little boy sucked his tongue.
I didn't think he sucked on it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I thought it was like,
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
My bad.
Well, what is it in your culture where y'all involve a kid?
It can't be nothing. It ain't nothing. It can't be nothing in the Buddhist community that says grown men should have little boys suck their tongues. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like, ain't no part of that that's right. And my whole thing is this.
Yeah.
If you are too old to have your capacity to where you're like, oh, I'm a pedophile, but I can't do this in public.
Right.
Stay your pedophile ass out of the public eye at this point, if that's the type of shit that you're on. You know what I'm saying?
Whose little boy was it? Why would
it was probably some little homeless
But
person.
you gotta it probably ain't even that. Like, when you think about religious leaders as a whole, like, I don't care what religion is. I won't call all of them sexual deviants, but when you get a man to this power, they think that he's almighty. He wouldn't do that to my child. Think of all of the cults, every Netflix special that you're gonna every documented YouTube, whatever, anything about cult leaders, they always end up in a situation with children.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? And it's because the parents are.
It's the children, it's the wives, sometimes it's the men in the communities. They are, it's a sexual, and I've seen this before and read about it, where like people who have this power, especially when they're like artists or, you know, in that field, it is a power thing.
Like, they need virgins for what?
They just need, I think they need something outside of the ordinary, right? Like, you get so much experience, right? Because of who you are, you got all this shit coming to you and it's nothing. Right. Okay, well, now I need something more to get me to make it spicy. And so it gets crazier and kinkier,
add some fucking Cajun seasoning in it or something. Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand why children are the target. And just like with the Senate or whatever he was, House Representative, saying that it's okay for 12-year-olds to marry because he knows couples. I know
some and they're still married.
Bro, it doesn't. Fuck? No, from back in the day, people were getting married to get that child out of the house. Does that make that shit right today? No, fuck that. Like, at this point, you want your child not even getting married at 21.
Exactly.
Fuck it. And you've been legal.
But the thing is, and I'm not gonna, there's not a good way for me to say it, so I'm probably not gonna say what I want to say, but I feel a certain way about old white men right now, and that's just where I'm going. I'm gonna just leave that right there.
We're gonna leave it at that because she's gonna ruin our chances of us being sponsored later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it right there and let y'all figure out the rest.
Don't ever try to figure it out. We're just gonna move forward, and I'm gonna ask this question one more time: is the Zeus Network helpful or harmful?
Let's take a pause on social media. We'll see y'all. Y'all make sure to tune in on YouTube. Catch us. We are talking about more juicy shit. You didn't even hear the, sex topics. Sex positions.
Did y'all want?
Y'all aren't gonna get that tonight. You have to tap into our YouTube. So
you gotta
we'll
go
see
look
y'all
at it.
when we see y'all.
Peace.
I'm sitting here looking at this like I'm filming here.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah, and I was like, what? My bad. And I didn't even look at
Why
the comments.
You didn't tell me?
I'm sorry.
All right, we cut it.
It's cool.
All right, cool.
We'll know for the next time. Are we still recording though?
Yeah, we still.
Okay, cool.
Hey y'all, we back. Okay, so what are we talking about now?
So basically, Zeus Network, it's giving us opportunities to be great. It is giving us opportunities to be what we want to do, have control of our broadcasting, do whatever shows we want to show, but it's just it's what Love and Hip Hop could have been had they not been on MTV or VH1.
But I feel like they were fighting and bickering and going crazy on all of those shows, and so
not like this.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. Like the madness, the negativity, I feel like has gone to another level. I don't know.
No, they had people that were breaking up fights because they understood, like, I can't have you fucked up. Now they have, now it's cool to show that, Blueface got knocked out, or it's cool Blueface knocked out somebody's daddy, or Krishan was fighting the mama. Like, it's just cool.
It's too much to me.
And these young girls and young men are aspiring to be on the bad boys or the bad girls of these shows.
I love me some Jonathan. But I love him outside. I love him outside of that show.
But that's crazy. We love the toxic behavior, yet want to condemn it at the same time. So it's like it gets to a point where I think I'm at the age where it was like I could watch a certain amount of it, and then I go into where I'm at now. When you look at a child and you see him outside in the cold, why that baby ain't got no coat? Now I'm looking at you going, why that baby got all them drinks and she depressed? Can't nobody else see she depressed? Can't nobody else see she need a hug? She need her sisters around her. She need aunties and aunties. I think
it just comes down to where you are in life or in that moment, because I think the only time I watch any reality TV is when I'm on vacation. That's the only time that I can deal, because I like mindless things. I don't have to think and I just want to be entertained. That's the only time I watch it, is when I'm like in a hotel or something somewhere. And so, but I do see some shenanigans, some clips and stuff on social media, and I have a few people who are my most favorite train wrecks. I am not gonna lie about that. But I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see them hurt themselves. I don't want to see them hurt others, but every now and again, I do tune in. So I think it's a bit of for me, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure, but I also do think that I think there needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Can we get more of something that's not fighting and arguing? Like, I really, on a regular basis, I can't listen to it. I'll hear Pooh in another room listening to something on YouTube, and I'll hear his and I cannot do it. Like, it literally raises my stress levels to hear that shit.
To hear the anxious shit. At the end of the day, I don't know if it's helpful or harmful. It is giving children bags. It is. It's kind of like what hip hop has become in a sense. We got more millionaires than ever, but those same millionaires at this point, they're glorifying this lifestyle. And
they're dying young.
Yeah, but that's a whole different topic. But just to move into hip hop, they did the AI with the Jay-Z voice, and now the AI robot just escaped. So where the fuck are we headed? I don't know about y'all. I think this is the part of life where I'm transitioning into. It tried. So next time it's gonna be like, It's gonna perfect its escape route.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I read something else about a AI like being like put into like a work environment and wanting to like contemplate suicide and shit. Like what are we doing?
We're doing too much, which is why they had that whole little thing. Well, I think it's I think they're playing a lot of games because Elon and a few of the other, big guys that put the money into ChatGPT and these open AI and some of these things signed that petition that said, okay, we're going too fast, too soon. Let's hold off a little bit until we get the security things mixed up. But now he's also first. But that's the thing. It's like they've been doing that all along, looking at security measures. But at the same time, I think they are going too fast. But then it's like on the next article I saw just a couple of days ago, Elon is now investing in another company that's competing against ChatGPT and OpenAI and all this, which he funded as well. So I think the millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires of the world are playing these games with people's lives, and I think they have the capacity or ability to like fly spaceships somewhere else when we blow this motherfucker up. Yeah. So they don't care. It's like they're playing games.
We're gonna be our robot for real. And the thing that we didn't think about, which it started super harmless at first. You know what I'm saying? Like AI, can make your pictures and whatever. So it's like, all right, cool. Then it was like AI, like I always thought that the videos that could make they would advertise and be like, make your dead relatives blink, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. So now now you can make your pictures blink and move mouths, and now we've taken it a step further where it can emulate your voice when places
and
like
your face and your mannerisms.
So places like Fidelity or Navy Federal, who have voice security in place,
right?
What happens when they call on your behalf using your voice? And
we know the scammers are pretty fucking smart.
They smart and they quick
stay on it.
They quick. But
they're
either way,
normally ahead of the game.
Either way, we're gonna stay ahead of the game and go to this sex shit.
Sex positions of the week. It's been a while, so Sace done sent us some wild shit.
I only send y'all what is necessary, and we're gonna start with the one with the blue man.
Oh boy.
And I like the one with the blue man, although I want to get off my couch. The one with the blue man makes me feel like, again, her neck hurts.
It does.
I hope she's not a busty woman. Because she's not gonna be able to.
She's gonna suffocate.
I think this is a good position. It's right in there.
I think it is for at least a few minutes.
Right.
Like until I say the safe word.
This is most definitely get your ass off my couch. Get your feet off my couch.
It's feet.
Listen, your grandma told you
gotta be
get
flexible.
your feet.
Jesus.
How flexible does she has to be to do this?
Like her knees are touching the back part of the couch.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like she's folded completely. Like,
She's a pretzel.
She is. Bless her heart.
It looks fun.
And what if he loses his shit? Like what is
he holding on to?
Yeah.
What is he holding on to?
He holding on the ass.
Is he holding on to the? I think that's still unsafe.
Yeah, because like if both of y'all straight,
maybe it's wall.
Straight back.
Yeah, if he hit her like this, boom, 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 and we go tumbling backwards,
then her head is gonna just come down and she'll roll her body over. It's fine.
I just feel like this.
It's him. He's gonna fall backwards.
Right. And the way my house is shaped, there's a whole fucking fireplace. So try to explain how I ended up with the fire poker in my back. Cause I'm finna snitch on your ass. I'm be like, she tried to kill me.
Looks like fun. I think it could work for at least a few minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything we bring to this woman over here, she's like, it could be fun. And me and Colson is always just like, I don't know about this. Like it's doable.
It's very compromising though. That's just like a lot of folding.
But she doesn't have to be folded completely like this. This is all I'm saying. She doesn't have to be folded completely like that.
And he doesn't have to be up on the fucking couch. Like, I'm not standing on my couch like this. Like,
come on, stand on your couch.
Nah, because it's not steady enough. Like, I need like my knees maybe, but then like it'd be different. If he stood on the floor But that'd be regular doggy style, so that doesn't really.
Is it regular doggy style if she's folded in a pretzel on the floor? Well, so like if you gave her a pillow?
Well, no, like if she's on the couch, but he's on the floor. So he stands on the floor and she stays on the couch. She just kind of leans a little more towards him, I guess.
I just think he needs to, just this entryway. Who's getting pleased in this?
I'd put the one, now I'd do this with one leg on the floor. I need some stability. So I just dropped
You don't trust shit about your house, do you? You don't trust balls, beds, a sturdy wall. You don't be trusting shit. You need to get this inspected.
I just don't want to fall and hit my head in the midst of me like going hard in here. I'm ass naked and bang my head up against the shelf in my living room or something.
I think
my kids running downstairs trying to see if I'm all right. And it's just gonna be bad.
No. This is a position you most certainly do when the children not there.
For real.
It can't be nobody else in the house.
No, which is never. So that's why I say it'll never happen.
I still think this position is doable, but my question here is who's getting pleased the most? Who's enjoying this the most?
I think we both are, as long as it's only for a few minutes. Because at some point, my neck is definitely going to start hurting.
That's a fair exchange.
We'll see.
Risk versus reward.
I like this one.
You like this
the second one? I don't know what the second one is. It was just like it just shows like a blank image.
The second one, slide it over.
Oh, no, you can see it. That's it.
Oh, it's just the one at the bottom? Oh, okay. I got you.
So this one right here, the crazy...
Now, this is interesting.
Yeah. Because caution, never wants to put his goddamn feet up. He will not sacrifice for his wife.
Look at the way his foot is positioned. It's like all dainty.
It looks like a baby,
It's like a ballerina or something. Like
the thing
fucking
is
Black
with
Swan.
this, that is a lot of dick bending.
For real.
How is it? I don't know about this part because if I were in this position, mine's don't bend. So I think she's having a good time. I just don't understand why they're holding hands.
That just seemed like there's a lot of bendy stuff going on.
It is.
I feel like this man does yoga.
Yeah, but like your shit is like it's gotta bend the opposite direction.
So
right?
this one of them dudes that we seen on one of them memes or whatever, where the black dude, he was like, oh yeah, I have fucked myself in the ass before. That's one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah. His dick is doing all kind of stuff that he's somehow comfortable with.
So are you concerned if a nigga tells you that he's fucked himself in the ass before?
Yeah, a little bit.
Much so. Very much so.
What makes you concerned about him fucking himself?
I mean, and I'm pretty adventurous, but that's a lot. That's a lot going on there.
Speaking of which,
first of all, that's a really long dick. That's number one. But number two, that's a lot of adventure. I'm not sure I'm all the way into.
Well, I also came across the article. I came across the article. There's a man with 2 dicks and they're full functional. Would you, Hunter?
Oh yeah.
Mocha Soulfly?
For sure.
Would you fuck a man with 2 functional dicks?
Yes.
Do you fuck both at the same time?
Absolutely. Especially if they position one on top of the other. Like that's prom time.
Bro.
Wow.
That's like the equivalent, like think about women who are excited, like from some ass play. So, it's a dick in one place and then a thumb in another place. You talking about a dick and a dick? That's like the best of both worlds.
You finna get poked in both holes.
Listen, double penetration is a wonderful thing.
My boy is gonna go to town. Okay, he is going to town.
He said in the article,
he can tell which one is being stimulated and everything because they both have different nerve.
Yeah, like he's had over 2,500 sex partners at this point.
What?
I mean, I don't know if that's split down the middle per dick, but
listen,
but that's crazy. It's wild. I mean,
what if he didn't tell you? What if he just, everything's operating as normal? He pulls it out. Not even pull it out. Maybe he just pulls it out while y'all in the motion and puts the condom on and you thinking everything's normal. And it's just
then all of a sudden, wait a minute, why is there 2? Yeah, that doesn't happen for me, but for you, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you got, listen, as much as I love pussy, I don't think I want a woman with 2 of them.
No,
I don't know if that would work for.
There wouldn't be anything to do with the other one.
Yeah, like what do I do? Like
one of y'all's going unattended. Let me tell you that. Right?
So again, we have another instance where it's just better for the men.
Yeah, one of those is gonna feel real left alone. Now, I take that back. Maybe if you have somebody that has a lot of stamina and you just get tired with one and he transitions to the other, maybe that one's hot and ready. You know what I mean? Like that's possible.
No.
This is where toys come in. Like
that shit.
Fuck. That's just a lot. Like you just waking up with double wood in the morning. Like you gotta.
That's rough. Though.
And he said,
that is rough. That ain't something I would want to do all the time.
Yeah, and he said this is because of that appendage area, he has to ejaculate.
Because I'm sure it's a lot.
Multiple times in the day. Like it's.
Oh wow.
So it's like.
So you gotta. He's beating two meats. He's going through it.
He gotta bust a nut for medical reasons. Like
biceps strong in my.
Because I can't do shit with my left hand, so you ain't two-handed. You one-handed. You taking your chances with one. That right arm strong as a bitch.
Yeah.
My boy's out here going hard.
He's the ambidextrous.
Nah, you gotta have a woman.
Nah, with 2,500 partners. I guess that's a special woman. I guess they got an open relationship medically.
My boy's out here running through it. Shout out to you, bro.
Cause
that sounds like double the trouble too.
It is,
and it sounds like you run through condoms a lot, or either you just out here just.
What if you get a hard on in public and you got two dicks?
Like
the fuck?
How does that work?
No, hard it is to tuck one. Like, we gonna put two of them. I'm not playing around with this nigga.
I'm just saying.
Sir. Bless your heart.
For you lesbians out here walking around with a fake strap on.
They do that. Have we talked about that before?
They do that. I don't do that.
I walk around with a strap.
Oh no.
Yeah, they walk around with the strap on, like ready.
Sometime.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in transition. You just walk around here with a hard dick on all the time, just to show the lesbians, hey, you get this work.
Now, mind you, I get, let's say you going to see your woman, right, as a stud, and you want to be like, surprise, I'm already ready.
No, bitch.
But some people do that.
No, I'm not doing that.
But to walk around like on a regular basis like that is, to me, it's extra. But also, I'm not a stud, so maybe it's regular.
I'm not about, I told y'all I got a problem with the backpack shit. I'm not bringing the dick with me because I already get the looks when we traveling together, and you gotta send that fucking bag through TSA.
I love it.
And you know what I'm saying? And you'll never want to put that bag under the plane because you never know what's gonna happen. I want to at least still be able to fuck you. So you always get the look from somebody, and they just
I love it.
Oh,
do I check the bag or not? Because I can clearly see the outline of what it is. So like,
I always set it on the top when we used to travel. I would always set it right there on the top, and I just look at their face when because they pulling me to the side every time, and I just look at them.
Like niggas is walking around. I'm still stuck on.
Yeah.
They're walking around with the strap on. And then so what? Yeah.
Then you go and fuck whoever
and leave it on. You clean it off. It's just there.
Yeah, it's just there. And when you gotta pee, that's what fucks me up. When you gotta pee, you still gotta remove this motherfucker because you can't make it travel through there. Unless there's some new technology, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Cause
can't you just loosen it up and just pull it up a little bit?
Why the fuck do I want to do all that? I just gotta pee, bro. Oh my fuck, bro.
Yeah. I just learned something new this evening.
Like people just walking around here and you just want to grind up on a bitch. You just want to grind up on the bisexual bitch or the straight woman, and now she just
feel this dick.
Like what?
That's something we should talk about one day. We don't have to today, but I would like to know what is the fascination with some stud women who insist on dating women who generally are with men. So either bisexual women or women with kids.
We're gonna have to find somebody else to do it because I don't know. Because me personally, baby, if you need dick in your life, that's well. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go forth and find that. Go get it. Because the dick that I am providing is bought. It is paid for. It is always hard. It will never change. It doesn't have certain veins. It's not going to pulsate when ready. If you decide to suck on it, I'm going to let you know I can't feel a motherfucking thing. And if you are too good at your dick sucking, I would like to remind you, you should go forth and find you a young sir to do that shit the fuck on. So for the ones who are out here, I would then reserve it to maybe a non-committal status. Like, I don't want to commit. That's why I won't fuck with these people. Maybe I just want to get in, get out. But as for me and my pussy, get the fuck on with this shit. Now, there's nothing wrong with bisexual women either.
Yeah.
However, for the studs who out here you're just out here just turning bitches out. So you could here I think these are the two foes. Right? There's somewhere in the middle, but there's typically two foes. One, you turn a bitch out, now she crazy. Look what you did. Look what you made her do. That's not gaslighting. That's a thing. Yeah. The second half to that is you're just causing yourself prolonging the inevitable. There's only, and I will always stick to this, and we'll move forward. There is only so much. If a woman wants dick, there is only so much your strap can do. Yeah, and I want these niggas to know that. Like, if she's looking for the dick to, you know, I guess it jumps by itself. I mean, I can thump mine. But I can't make the bitch jump by itself. I can wiggle it, but it's not the same like when he wiggles it. It's not gonna slap like ass cheeks. It's not. So I don't know what it is, and perhaps we just have to interview somebody who's into it so they can let us know. Because I don't want to speak for them, but I just think the shit is trash. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I just think it's stupid. But anyway, we're gonna move on to this black fucking news real quick.
Black news.
Black news. All right, so bet.
Are we talking about Mr. Majors?
That's where you want to go with the black news? Jonathan Majors. Hush.
Pretty good actor. I just feel like, you know, I find it always interesting, especially how black women cape for some of these black men that are accused of heinous things. And of course, you do have some of these, you know, situations where it is false allegations, things like that. Yes, I agree. In this particular situation, I feel like, number one, his lawyer was horrible. Number two, you know, I feel like in a situation where police is called by other parties on a person, and the person who has been abused goes to the hospital or whatever, because we can see physical, you know, marks or what have you, from whatever altercation took place. And then the stupid ass lawyer sends out more evidence affirming, because all the girl said was, I am so sorry. It is my fault that you whooped my ass. Like, that's literally what them text messages said. So, of course, we still haven't seen a video to the alternative, and all these other people are starting to come out, and he's being dropped, this and that. I personally, you know, unless it comes out and there's video evidence or whatever evidence that he didn't touch that girl and that he hasn't been like a bully, from what I understand, and I've heard other things from people who are in the industry as well. So if all of these allegations are untrue, I think it is terrible. You know, that he will have lost all his things. At the end of the day, I really want men, not just black men, definitely not just black men, but men in particular, keep your fucking hands to yourself, and all of these troubles will not surface. Right. I think it's that easy. Like, I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't give a fuck how good of an actor he is. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, and these things won't happen. And I think it should just be as simple as that.
Is this going to be another Chris Brown situation where he's being crucified for years, or do we think that Chris Brown is, he just, these situations find you? Do we think that could be a situation where I
think Chris Brown, unfortunately, and I'm not gonna lie, Chris Brown has been a tough case for me because I absolutely love his music. R. Kelly, easy, put his ass under the jail. I'd never listen to his music ever because I don't want to support that. Chris Brown has been harder for me, partly because of the first situation where all of it happened. Of course, he and Rihanna were clearly fighting one another, and of course, he definitely got the most licks in that situation, but they did fight one another. The issue with Chris Brown that I see most from people, and I understand the vitriol towards him, is that he's never really, he did apologize for the Rihanna situation, but he has beat up on Karrueche. He's had several other situations where he has been abusive towards women, which is why I understand some of the, like, why are you supporting him, or why are you doing music with him type of attitude. So I definitely get it.
So with the Jonathan situation, I
went and saw Creed the other day.
I mean, but do we give him a pass? Let's say it does come out to be true. Do you give him a pass and say, hey, you fucked up? Or I don't think it, for me, we're in cancel culture, so I
guess for me it is like, if we don't see him in any more movies because he's been blackballed, that's his fault. Like, that's on him. That ain't got shit to do with me.
Yeah.
Will I not watch any of the movies that I enjoy that he was in?
Yeah.
No, I can't necessarily say that right now. Does that make me a little bit of a I don't know what you would label me because of that. Do I view physical violence differently than like verbal, child molestation and rape and stuff? Yeah, I do. Is it all like terrible? Yes. Do I view it differently?
Yeah.
Yes. That just kind of is what it is. Like, I don't support him. I'm not going to go out of my way to support him. I don't feel sorry for him or anybody else who abuses women and all of that. I do feel like some of those people, they definitely need therapy and help. I do believe that people can change. I don't believe in crucifying people over and over and over for past mistakes, because people can change and grow. So I don't believe in that. But I mean, we'll see when all of this shakes out. Like, does he come out and say, this is what happened, and he apologizes and we never hear about him doing it again? Great. You repented and you did well, and boom, it's not hard for me to support you after that.
Right.
If you continue on and we get more reports and all of that, that's on you.
Well,
leave them white women alone.
I wasn't even gonna say it.
Well, caution said it. Caution said it. And better news, shout out to LSU ladies basketball team for doing their thing, but they had a problem with Miss Reese for doing the same exact move that young lady did. Man, it's fucking sports, man. Y'all chill out. People gonna talk shit, and them girls played a good game. At the end of the day, if you're gonna talk shit,
be ready, and
you don't back it up all the way, and we whoop your ass. I'm gonna talk that same shit. I'm gonna put that shit in your face. And that's a part in basketball. That's what you say. In your face. That's some old school shit. In your face. In your face, right? So what is the problem? What's the rapper that says cool when they do it?
Cool.
It's a problem when I do it.
And I think that is the whole key, which is why, again, representation is important. So it's important for us to have commentators who are black.
Yeah.
Commentators who are black women, black men, commentators who are on these ESPNs and all these other places where, it's important for sports to get their shine. It's important to have us represented there so that we can have them have this other school of thought that goes against these, racist, let's just say it, that want to call people thugs when people who look like them do the same thing, but they are prideful and honorable, not thugs.
Bunch of people complaining about a sport that they don't watch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch any women's basketball, they do the same shit the men do, and they've always done it. What is the problem? They talk shit like the men do, like in any other sport. But you
people are always
watch
looking.
it enough to know. Like, and that's what bothers me. You let a few clips that popped up on your timeline get you all infuriated about something you really don't care about.
Yeah.
Like, come on. When the last time you watched women's college basketball?
When's the last time you watched a women's WNBA game?
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
What's going on? They doing it exactly. Let's keep it 100 though.
Damn it.
Keep it 100. If I didn't watch as much,
fucking this up with me getting us free tickets.
You see what I'm saying? They gonna give you free tickets. Say,
listen, I did go.
They gonna give you free tickets, man.
I did go to a game last year with one of my good friends, Sonya. Yeah. Shout out to Sonya. I went to a game with her in Arlington at UTA.
Listen, I be avoiding it because I just don't want to see a stud fest. Most niggas would be like a sausage fest. I don't want to see a stud fest. How I'm supposed to get to the bitches? Right. If all you niggas is here. Mm-hmm. So I want to go to places like brunch.
Facts. The percentages are higher.
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
At the end of the day, I just think they're just being unfair to us. It's just so much shit going on in the world. Yeah. Excuse me. I need everybody to be careful. Niggas getting shot every day. Be like literally paid in full. Be careful what car you walk up to. Yeah. Be careful what door you go to. Yeah. Be careful what garage you or driveway you go up to. And also, just be careful in general. Be careful when you send your kids to school. Man. All of this shit is still a fucking problem. And speaking of which, before I go, when you send your kids to school.
Yeah, make sure they keeping their hands to themselves and being respectful. Like I don't think we've always known and seen kids, even when we were coming up, be crazy and disrespectful and have to be restrained and all that other type of stuff. There's always gonna be a few in the school that act a fool. Now I feel like it's a little bit more rampant because kids are also under pressure and stress because their parents are. So they are getting the brunt of some of that energy and whatever is happening in their household. So they come with chips on their shoulders. So there's that. But also I think it's just more, just like everything else in life that we used to think was so taboo that was always happening. It seems like it's in our face now because of social media, because of video phones.
Because of those damn phones. Like the phones are saving us. I'm pretty sure, if you haven't heard by now, that teacher, had to do what she had to do. I think the people as a whole are split. Some are saying, hey, the teacher should have had more restraint. But again, like I told you, we don't know what the conversation was before we get the video clip. We don't know how many times she said, sit down, please don't get out your seat. Because I guarantee you it was a please don't get out your seat or give me the phone. Yeah, but I still like in that particular, like I've seen plenty of video clips where kids are just in a teacher's face for whatever reason, not over a phone or whatever, but for whatever reason they're in their face and they start swinging on the teacher. Boom. Right. Fuck that kid up. Okay. Fuck that kid and fuck that kid up. Yeah. Boom. I'm with that 1,000%. Yeah. In this particular situation, what I saw was an adult who clearly didn't give a fuck about her job, because I feel like had she given a fuck about her job, she would have said, oh, okay, this kid is unruly and not worth me losing my job. Here's your phone. Let me get this information to the principals or your parents or whoever. I feel like the teacher had an energy about her that was like, oh, okay, I'm finna fight this kid. And I feel like as an adult, and I know the teachers do this every single day, they are taught or they use whatever tools they have to de-escalate a situation. Like if I think this kid is finna come fight me over their fucking phone, bitch, you little dumb ass kid, here's your fucking phone. But does that not also set the tone for the rest of the class? I don't think I feel like at that particular age, because she was an older student, it seems like high school or something. At that particular age, these kids, depending on what's happening in their home, like there's probably plenty kids in there that's like, I would fucking never. I'm not finna raise my voice to my teacher, because I know my child was like that. She already know, if I get a call about an attitude, we finna have some problems. Yeah, my mama was a nuck if you buck type parent. Like was probably ready to like body slam me often. So because of those threats, I didn't do it. But
this is what I'm saying.
I mean, we're just I don't know how we parent these kids better. You know, I don't have any kids in my house right at this very moment. But it's rough.
At certain ages, there's a level of accountability you have to have. You make grown-up decisions, you're going to get grown-up results.
Yeah. Period.
So whether or not the teacher is justified or not, if your actions dictate that you're going to do something and you feel like you big and bold enough and somebody whoop your ass, you got what you deserve. So you do have to teach the kids that there is still a level of discernment and respect that you have for an adult, because at the end of the day, how you laying down there screaming at the top of your lungs because she got you picked down.
Like, get off me.
You now see who the adult is. Like, you see who it is now. So, you know, it's fucked up that they have to learn like that. But, you know, that's the times that we in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I saw one of the viral comedians said, Miss Christie's show, it was hilarious, but what she said is stay in a child's place, because in a child's place there is grace. When I still view you as a child, I have a mindset that I'm dealing with a child.
That's real.
But the moment
you want to act like an adult,
that you puff out your chest,
kick your ass,
and you want to test those adult waters. Now the flip side of that, you can test those adult waters and you could be on the winning team. But a lot of times what we're seeing is that these children, they testing, they ain't even testing me. They testing like thick, meaty teachers. Like they testing teachers that's been waiting on a nigga like I wish a nigga would for like the last 15 years of their life.
Right.
You testing a woman who drove in traffic all day. You're testing a woman who's not getting paid even remotely close to what she's supposed to be making. Real. You're testing people who are just doing this off the pure love. You're testing people who genuinely give a fuck about you on most days when
Which
your
I think
circle
is probably
don't.
The saddest part about it. Like the teachers these days, they don't have to be there, and I know that they're quitting in droves because of the pressure and the craziness of the kids that are coming up and all of that. And I think it's a societal, environmental, financial, economical issue. Like I think all of these things are tied, and who knows where we'll land with all this madness.
Y'all gonna end up homeschooling your children, and I don't think y'all realized during COVID you didn't want to do that shit.
You think they're getting their ass whooped now? Wait till they gotta stay home with you. Ain't nobody to save them.
You gonna be knocking these goddamn kids out.
Give more CPS calls.
And please don't.
We gotta do better as a whole. We gotta have villages. We were talking about that. Just knowing who your village is, trusting your village with your children to give lessons that maybe you would have been a little bit harsher on. Sometimes your village can get to the kid a little bit easier, a little bit better. So maybe that's the case. Maybe it's the same conversation, just a different conversation. What is it? What we say at the earlier part of this? Confrontational method. So how does the child need to speak when we're dealing about a confrontation? So maybe that's something that we need to look at as well. Are we giving our kids the tools? Are we giving this generation the tools to speak,
to express themselves?
We've given them the platform to express themselves, but have we given them the platform to really express themselves in a respectful manner? You as from a child to a parent, like I think it's paramount. To any adult. I just think it's paramount to allow children to express themselves, because whatever you are going through, and we all know as adults, we're feeling everything that's happening in our economy and environment, and everything going up except for pay. So we're feeling it. So the children, the people in your household, they're feeling the madness too. So are we giving them avenues and opportunities to express themselves, introducing them to tools, whether it be journaling or meditation or working out or yoga, the same things that we need, they need. Like they have to have outlets to be able to express themselves and heal. Rewrite what gym's supposed to be. Rewrite what keep sex ed, keep music, include financial literacy. But rewrite what gym is supposed to be, because gym doesn't always, not everybody want to fucking run around in a circle. Not everybody want to play basketball, but you can give them tools to, meditate, different forms of karate that, or martial arts, I should say, that will calm them, those type of things. Discipline. But I know that we went off on a tangent.
We did.
So I'm going to end this like this. It's about to get hot.
Sundress season.
Amen. Glory be. Praise be. But if you're gonna put on the sundress, wash between the lips. Between. Get in the crevices really good.
Oh my goodness.
Because you may sweat a little bit. And I understand sometimes those thick thighs, the saving lies, also got a little sweat between it. So I need you to make sure you soap it up real good. Get all the soap out too. Don't leave it there because it'll get yeasty.
Oh my gosh.
It's getting hot. Calm down. Hydrate. And if you don't want to go, don't go. Don't fucking go. Stay in the house. It's okay.
Don't ruin everybody else's time, because we having a good time. We outside and we're having a good time.
Listen, we are out. I'm outside until it's 100 degrees or better every day. Once we get to the triple digits every day, it has to be a very good reason. And don't invite Sace to pool parties on the rooftop in July. Not coming. Not enough shade. Fuck you. Okay. And I don't think you like me as a person to invite me, because I'm gonna be hot and I'm old. I'm gonna complain. So y'all be safe. Invite Mocha.
Yeah, I might come maybe
she don't
for a few minutes.
No well.
It's true. And I started working out. I'm a blonde now. I heard blondes have more fun, so it's going down.
She gonna be trying both of them positions later.
This is true. Probably tonight, actually.
Let me take a sip on
that. This is the Sace and Soulfly show. We're gonna be in your face more regularly once again. Make sure you support us, share us, follow us on YouTube and all the other places. Linktr.ee/Sace and A&D Soulfly. You can find all of the links, but make sure you follow us on YouTube and share us and all of the things. And we can't wait to bring you some more great things from great places.
And support my GoFundMe that says Caution should put his feet up. It's Al Sace Corsion, aka Big Daddy. Support. We're gonna be on WeDoingThatShit.org. He gonna put his feet up.
Also, quick thing. May 6th, come out. I will be performing. Alsace has a show coming up also at the end of May, the Deep Ellum Arts Festival. So I'll be early May at the State Fair for the arts inspired. Rock is the headliner. She's amazing. But I will be performing. I haven't in a long time, but I will be wrecking the mic as I always do.
I'm going to be her background dancer.
I'm going to have Sace twerking. And Alsace is going to be live at the Deep Ellum Arts Fair. It's not a festival anymore. It's being put on by Deep Ellum Foundation. Shout out to Callie D.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but she's going to be live. That's at the end of May, the 26th or 27th. And I'm May 6th. So support us. Follow us. Mocha Soulfly, MOKAH SOULFLY.
And I ain't going to spell my name, but if you love me, make sure I get the Run the Jewels dunks. If you don't, I know what it is.